In this video, I'm now going to show how to construct a line that has a length equal to root 3 units. What we have is we have a line segment here called AB, which we're being told is 1 unit long. And we are tasked with drawing a line that has a length of square root 3. So the general idea of how to do this is as follows. I'm going to draw a little cartoon. We are going to start with a unit long, 1 unit, and like in the previous construction, how to construct root 2, we're actually going to construct root 2 first by drawing a vertical line up this way, which is 1 unit long, joining that with a hypotenuse, and this will be square root 2. And then what we do is we pretend this is a baseline, and we draw a line at 90 degrees to that going this way. And we transfer a distance of 1 unit up this way with a compass, 1 unit, and then we draw a new hypotenuse for this new right angle triangle like so. So we have a second right angle triangle sitting on the hypotenuse of the old right angle triangle. Now, if you use Pythagoras' theorem here with square root 2 and 1, if you were to call this x, you get the following relationship. You get x squared equals 1 squared plus the square root of 2 squared. And that's 1 plus 2, so x squared equals 3, and x will be square root 3. So this explains why this method works. So let's put this idea into action. We go back to our original line AB, that is 1 unit long. Now for speed, I'm just going to show you that the first part of this construction is we construct root 2 like we did in the previous construction. So I've done this already. So you construct root 2, see the last video if you're unsure how to do this. Now the new part is we're going to use the square root of 2 now to construct the square root of 3. So I'm going to turn this to make the root 2 my new base. I call this C. And I'm going to use my protractor, and I'm going to measure a 90-degree angle at C. So I put my center of my protractor at C and put the 0, 180 mark down towards A. And I measure 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And I put a dot at 90 degrees, like so, from C. Remove the protractor, and I join a line from C up to that dot, and I draw it and I extend it further on, like so. Now, this here is 90 degrees. I now need to transfer a distance of 1 unit up along here. Now, how I do that is I go back to my point B, and I make sure that my compass nib is at point C. In other words, that's set at 1 unit. Notice it should be the same as A to B, which is the original 1 unit. So I get that distance on my compass, and I place my compass point up at C, and I swing an arc like so. And it's important to show these arcs in your construction. Now, I've drawn a line as far as here. I'll call this point D, where D is 1 unit away from C. And to finish the construction, I just join A to D to complete the new hypotenuse. And that distance A to D should be the square root of 3 units long, just like in our previous sketch. Here's the sketch with the reason why it works. So this is how you draw square root of 3. And like before, if I want to transfer that distance of square root 3 to a number line, for example, I put my compass point at A, and I extend the compass and the nib out to D, like so. And now my compass is set at square root 3. So if I want to draw that on a number line, if I had a line underneath, for example, where I have a 0 mark, and I want to draw a distance of root 3, I can transfer that distance down to here. So I know that this position over here would be square root 3 units away from here.